Dang it. I busted my car doing one of my repairs. The torque strut has two bolts and has a long one and a short one. And some knucklehead said the bolts were backwards. The long should be in the back with the big object and the short should be in the front. Some knucklehead said that. And I listened to his advice and it snapped my bolt. No, the long one, it's confusing. The long one goes with the short piece and the short one goes with the long piece. But yeah. So I was able to pull the strut out. My car is still lifted. I called this mobile mechanic and he has a picture of this professional mobile truck. And that's not who showed up. Who showed up was a dude getting a ride in his buddy's car. His dude had a kid, and he had no idea what he was doing, and he said he had to go buy the tools. Basically, he wanted me to front him money, and he'd go buy tools to do the work. I said no. Yeah, he had Christian tattoos, so yeah. Yeah, I have everything from like bolt greaser to I have not been able to twist it myself. I've got an art grinder coming or an angle grinder coming tonight. I'll be able to cut the screw out. I've got my plan is basically to drill a hole in it and cut the end off, drill the hole in it, and push it all the way out. That's my plan. Getting it to reverse back down, there's just no grip. It's too tough. But I should be able to like force it all the way through the hole. Yeah, something was wrong. I was doing the torquing and I was like, where is 50 pounds? It just like kept increasing pressure but never getting to 50 pounds. And I was like pushing on another part and the other part held, but it snapped my fucking bolt. So now I have half a bolt stuck someplace I can't get it. Sucks. I listened, like, saying no to the Christian guy is a good idea. He was probably going to rob me. He was probably going to fucking take off with the money and leave or whatever. He has a photo of this, like, really nice mobile mechanic van, and that is not what he drove here in at all. So, yeah. I'm not going to let a guy go buy those parts and then all that. The torque strut did need replacing. It was, like, busted. But until I get that bolt out, I can't fucking drive it. So, yeah, over the next 3 or 4 days, I've got a bunch of different tools and stuff coming. The angle grinder will make me feel a lot better because right now it's pressing on another part. And I have lifted the other part up and there's like gap underneath so you can still move. But using my best vice grip pliers, I haven't been able to get it to move. So yeah, my plan is to cut it short and then drill a hole in the back of it and then force it through force it the rest of the way. Hopefully that works. Hopefully the bolt's not ruined. You know what I mean? I have an extra bolt coming just in case. I have a slightly shorter bolt than this one, and I have another piece, so it should work. I should be able to replace the bolt. Man, I was thinking about how can I jerry-rig this where it doesn't matter. It's really not possible. I really grounded my vehicle. It's not totaled. Totaled really means you have to replace the whole vehicle. But it's like completely inoperable right now because of that fucking bolt. I listened to somebody's advice. They're like, you should swap the bolts around. That's what they said, because it's like there's this tiny part that needs the long bolt, and there's this big part that needs the small bolt. And somebody complained, and they're like, they sounded like they knew what they were doing, and I just like, I don't know why I listened to them, and then ended up fucking breaking my bolt. I should have stopped when I realized it wasn't going in right. I didn't. So that's my problem. Yeah, the freaking torque thing doesn't come with extra bolts, so I had to order something that looks right. I took pretty precise measurements. I think it's right. Yeah, science class, I remember that. humans as good as the precise measurements they can take. If you can't measure precisely, you're not, or follow directions. Like, I almost did it right. It was this one person helping that confused it. You really do have to tell the difference between people who know what they're talking about and people who don't. Man, if I had gotten the bolts backwards, the job would be done and I wouldn't be complaining. But now I have to fucking. I was gonna get an arc grinder anyway to do work on the body, but arc grinder bolt removal kit, that's $14. Extra bolts, that's $10. So yeah, it's like $60, $60, $70. The guy who showed up in his buddy's car wanted 200. He wanted 200 and he had to go buy the tools. Yeah, he had a Christian cross tattooed on him. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just do it myself. Yeah, I hope cutting the end of the bolt off. I hope the arc grinder can reach. I think it can. It looks like it can. It's got a metal cutter. Just cut the bolt short and force it all the way through. But I won't be able to do that till tonight. So we won't even know if it works or not. I hope the nut's not freaking busted. Yeah, the nut's welded on. I do have the Loctite glue for freaking mechanical car stuff, so even if there's a little, I hope I didn't thread the fucking bolt. Like, I really hope I didn't. Yeah, I was aiming at 55 pounds of torque, and the 55 pounds plus it impacting something on the backside caused it to freaking snap. Darn. I hope that's all the damage. I hope the thing that I was pressing into doesn't look damaged. It removed the grease, but not like didn't scrape the metal or really bend it. I can still turn the wheels, all that. But we'll see. The undercarriage looks a lot sturdier than I was imagining. I had looked at it before, but not really closely. Yeah, the thing looks like it could actually go off road. There's not a lot of points that you could hit something and cause major problems. I called this other mechanic. He's like, you should tow it. Broken bolt. This shit's hard to get out. You need to. Yeah, they have this method where you drill a hole inside of it, and then you are able to stick like this corkscrew looking thing in there, and then you use that to force it out. So I'm just going to cut it in half and try to just push it through first. See if that works. I obviously cannot grip it. I tried like wrapping it in silicone. Nah, it wasn't enough to get enough grip. Without a head, bolts are really tough to work with anyway. It's too much about my car. Sad. The replacement that I was replacing did need to get done. It was completely blown out, but now I have to wait for more parts to get here. This shit's expensive. I hope I can keep all these tools together for a few years. Like, it's not too much, but it is like probably close to $1,000 worth of tools. Just shit you need. One piece leads to another. If you don't have the exact thing, sometimes you need an extension bar. You know what I mean? But it's funny too, because I'll like use different pieces from different parts all together. Like an extender, an adapter from different kits all work together, which is kind of cool. But yeah, big jobs. Hey, doing it yourself, you gotta pay attention to the people who know. Don't listen to a stupid comment. Your bolts are backwards. I listened to him and it fucking right. Man, people think whatever online. They'll just say whatever shit. They don't even know. He's never even done that job before and he's giving corrections, you know what I mean? Horrible.